So ladies and gentlemen, our second winner this evening is Skyroot Aerospace from the business category. Please put your hands together and welcome co-founder Pavan Kumar Chandana to the stage.
Good evening. Hello, everybody. My name is Pavan, and I do rocket science for a living. And if you asked my younger self that one day I would stand on this stage talking about launching rockets to space, I would have definitely laughed. Not because I've not dreamt of it. Of course, every kid would dream of becoming an astronaut or launching rockets to space. But I felt it's very far-fetched at that point of time. I grew up in a very humble family. My dad was a government servant. My mom was a homemaker. And building big companies and launching rockets to space was not a priority. And then each time I saw a rocket launch on TV, I mean, that countdown, that roar, that raw power of breaking free, I mean, that felt like magic to me. And I immediately wanted to be part of it. And then that dream took me straight to Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO as we all know of it. And I was fortunate to be part of some of the ambitious space missions of India. And my co-founder Bharat was on a similar path. And we were right there in the space industry building the future. And the more we worked, the more we realized a frustrating reality that space is accessible to a very limited few. I mean, just imagine like each time you use Google Maps or track your online order or stream a live cricket match, you're actually using space technology, which is enabled by satellites in orbit. And then the more we realized that there is a big gap, because last decade, there are around 3,800 satellites which were launched, and this decade, it is estimated that more than 30,000 satellites will be launched to orbit. And we need more and more rockets to launch them, different kinds of rockets to launch them. And that was a bottleneck which we thought we need to solve. And then in 2018, me and Bharat, we started Skyroot Aerospace with one mission to make space open and accessible to everybody. And this was never done before in the space sector, that too coming from the private industry. And then we knew that we had to make our mark. We need a great milestone. It is one of its kind of opportunity in our life. And I still remember on November 18th, 2022, at 11:30 a.m., a moment I can never forget in my life, we've successfully launched the Vikram S, India's first private sector rocket to space, very successfully. And the rocket was lighter, faster, more efficient. And it just took us 2 years to develop the rocket in record time. And then that was just a beginning. And we are building on-demand rockets, which can bring wait times for satellites from years to months. And we are building rockets as tall as 7-storied buildings, double the size of this auditorium, which will launch satellites to orbit this year. And then our aspiration is to launch humans and cargo to space regularly. Maybe one day your grandchildren will book a trip to space just like we book flights today. And that's the future we want to create. And even now, people ask me, why space? We have so many problems right now here on Earth, so why look up? And my answer is very simple. Space is never a distraction from Earth. Space is actually the key to improving lives on Earth. It will give internet to 50% of the world population. It will help farmers irrigate their crops better. It will help fishermen find their right shoals of fish and create tremendous impact on Earth right here. And then that's exactly what we want to do at Skyroot. And we want to open space for everybody. And we want space to be as open as the oceans, as accessible as the skies. And we are doing it right from India, one rocket at a time, one breakthrough at a time, and one crazy, impossible dream at a time. Thank you.
What if launching a satellite was as easy as booking a cab?
That's exactly what we're trying to do at Skyroot with our on-demand rocket launches. At Skyroot Aerospace, we're opening space for all.
Whether it is for startups, nations or research missions, you name it and we launch it.
With carbon composites, 3D printed engines and rapid manufacturing, Skyroot Aerospace is making spaceflight efficient and affordable, where our rockets can be launch ready within days.
3, 2, 1, liftoff.
In 2022, we made history with India's first private rocket launch.
And now in 2025, Vikram 1 is set to take its first flight. opening space for faster internet, smarter agriculture, safer weather predictions, and beyond.
For making space accessible to all, Skyroot Aerospace is the proud winner of Marico Innovation Foundation's Indian Innovation Icons 2025.
Thank you, Pavan. Please join us in the center. To present the award, I'd like to invite Marico Innovation Foundation's Governing Council member, Mr. Sharad Sharma. A round of applause, please.
Thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Skyroot Aerospace.
Early investment. Thank you.